What's going on, Lotus Tribe? I love the sound of the shuffle in the camera. Really love it. I'm doing what I love. I'm showing up being the best version of myself. I couldn't ask for anything more. What's going on, Lotus Tribe? It's your girl Gal, your modern day philosopher and spiritual guide, here to assist you in showing up being the best version of yourself. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell to make sure that you're getting notification every time I post a video. So, welcome to your weekly intuitive read. Sending you so much love. I hope all is well. I hope everybody is thriving. The energy has been thick, to say the least. Like, the energy has been thick. And I think that collectively it's been a period of releasing, which is beautiful. Because in order to shift into that new identity, you have to be willing to leave certain things behind that are no longer serving you. And so I know sometimes that is not easy, but there is a such thing as growing pains. And so this is just your growing pain. Like, you'll get through it, even though you're not sure how, you will, and spirit will continue to guide you. I'm going to pull some cards. Okay, we got the Ace of Swords and we got Death and Rebirth. What did I say? You cannot make this stuff up. Death and Rebirth. Okay, and look at both of these cards. We see the light. You know what I'm saying? It's growing pains. Sometimes death is so painful. It is so painful and it is so difficult. And I get it and I understand. But there is a light at the end of the tunnel. And you have the all knowing that you need in order to get through this. It is about tuning in, tapping in with spirit to get to that wish fulfillment that you're looking for ahead of you is on its way. You just got to take one step forward. The worst is behind you. You may have experienced a lot of people that have betrayed you. You may have experienced situations that you have never envisioned for yourself, but it was necessary because the season of which you were about to walk into, guess what? You needed to learn that lesson so that you could be prepared, because it could be a testimony. It could be for you to say, hey, I'm coming to you all, or I'm coming to you, or I've done this so that I can prepare in this season. Sometimes when we go through things like loss, breakups, things like that, it forces you to reflect internally so much and become so clear. That's that Ace of Swords that we see. Become so clear of who you are and what it is that you want from life, that was required, because if you didn't have that lesson, you wouldn't be looking at the version of yourself that you are today. Can I get a clarification for this Ten of Swords? Yeah, a lot of things are being revealed in this season. I said it was thick. A lot of things are being revealed, things that were hidden, things that were in the depth. So what I'm hearing is that those traumas that we may have experienced in childhood that we weren't aware of, or just traumas in general, period, that have been laying underneath, that we weren't even aware had taken root and been planted, we might be uncovering a lot of that. And so I tell you to be easy with yourself. Be easy with yourself, because going through phases like that is not the easiest thing to do. And it can be very difficult. It can be very tumultuous. And it's important that we don't get stuck in our heads, because life is really the lens of which you look at it in. And so honor this loss, honor that it may take you time to move through this period with this Knight of Wands here, but know that opportunity is coming and it's on the way. The Knight of Wands is a very slow moving energy. It's not a sprint, it is a marathon. And so we have to be okay with being in the place of the unknown, but knowing that we have the light inside of us in order to guide us to where we're looking to go. I see here that we have the emperor. We have the emperor. So it really is taking calculated steps in this time, maybe being in a space of solitude. This way, you're not allowing yourself to be manipulated, or manipulated may be a strong word. What do I want to say? It is not manipulation necessarily, manipulation for some of us that are being manipulated, but in the aspect of being tainted with your calling, being tainted with where it is that you're supposed to go. The moments of solitude could be necessary to get that full, true clarity that we're looking for, that aha moment. Like, okay, I know what I need to be doing next. I know why this has happened. I know what I need to do moving forward, right? And I feel like once that happens, once you have that aha moment, you will definitely be rushing in with new ideas and new things that you will be calling into yourself for your life. You know, it's going to take us having to walk away from things that are no longer serving us emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and embody and embrace the loss that we have experienced, right? So, like back here, you see this person, to me, when I'm looking at this card, you see with the lens that you just have on naturally, you see this guy right here, and he looks stressed. He's experienced some loss clearly. He's stressed out. But then you see this person in the back in the abyss, and he's like, thank the Lord. So I think with this, what I'm hearing is that there's two different lenses here. It's all what you choose to look at life through. And so you can choose to be pessimistic about your loss, or you could choose to be optimistic about your loss and know that everything is happening for your embetterment, right? I think that this is what we really, really need to focus on. And even though that seems so far away, there will be some point where you will reach this and you will say, wow, if this didn't happen, I wouldn't be able to get here. I wouldn't be able to get to this peace fulfillment. And I know that, you know, it may be difficult to balance that, but it is a skill of balancing. It is the balancing act. It is trying to say to yourself, like, okay, I know I may have a lot on my plate. I know that I'm experiencing this loss. I know that, you know, it has been hurtful. I know that I've been under a lot of stress and a lot of pain, but I will overcome this. I don't know when I'm going to overcome this, but I do know that I will overcome this because I know that the universe is always acting in my best interest, right? So it's important that we keep that lens and that we choose to be optimistic in these periods. I received the sun, and it looks like the Five of Swords that we just looked at. The guy, like, you are a spirit, you are part of the divine. You are part of the divine. Lessons have been learned. This is what awaits you. This is what awaits you as you move out of the darkness. And I know that that's very difficult to see, but you'll get there. You'll get there. You'll get there. You'll get there. It will be emotional fulfillment. You will charge ahead with the Chariot and the King of Cups. Complete emotional fulfillment. What is he doing in this? He is meditating. He's in tune. He has his cup in his hand, and it's not even in his hand. This is a sound bowl. This is a Tibetan sound bowl. Maybe some of us will be traveling. Maybe some of us need to go visit a beach for some clarity. But it is emotional fulfillment. It is a balanced energy. It is balanced energy, an energy that greets you with compassion and grace. So let's see what I could use to clarify this energy. I'm going to end this reading out with a clarification card and reading from the book of the meaning. There are several meanings to one. So whatever I call to speak on, that is what I'm going to read. And I got the solvent. I've been pulling that a lot lately. The solvent, right? The crown. Your crown awaits you. Your crown awaits you. You are enlightened. Let's see what that means. And look what we got here. Death. Death. And we got that in the beginning of the reading. You can't make this stuff up. You can't make this stuff up. You are the creator. We're transmuting energy. having love. That's that King of Wands. I mean, that King of Cups again. And inner strength. Come on, y'all. Come on. Sovereign. I'm going to read Sovereign. Let's see what we have for Sovereign. Let y'all see that again. Sovereign. And that's ether energy, and it's 111. So a lot of us may be seeing 111 right now in this time. Some of us are aware that we are in the unknown. Welcome it. Welcome it. Sovereign. The Sovereign card invites us to activate the leader, visionary, and enthusiast within ourselves. It is time to welcome passion and fire while creating structure that allows for you to nurture your dreams. Sovereign creates a container which allows for growth within themselves and others. They approach situations with no bullshit attitude and may come across as harsh to some people. Their strong boundaries their strong boundaries and opinions may even be intimidating to others, but in reality, it is their way of nurturing. They have no interest in appeasing others simply to keep them comfortable. They will continue to push those around them so that they can grow. The Sovereign also calls us to create structure from a place of structure. The Sovereign knows that life runs more smoothly, allowing for manifestation of true success, security, and happiness. Where in your life do you continually find chaos? Where are your energy and resources getting shaped? The Sovereign invites you to examine those situations practically and cut out what is no longer serving you. This is not a time for being sentimental or nostalgic. The Sovereign is realistic about what it needs and gets it done, knowing that it makes room for true space. The balanced Sovereign is a leader that belongs only to themselves. They are in service to others by choice, and their method of leading is empowering to others. They are strong and know just how capable they are. They will claim their space without hesitation, inviting the others around them to do the same. An unbalanced Sovereign may become domineering, they can become too controlling and boundaried, not creating space for emotional connection and softness with those in their life. They fear not being in control and in turn may lash out at those around them to micromanage everything their loved ones do. So it goes consistent with what I said overall. I've seen a lot of things repeat themselves, stepping into our powers and saying like, hey, this is what I'm looking for, this is how I'm looking to get there. It is time for action, and like I said previously, everybody may not like that new version of you. Everybody may not agree with that new version of you. I do think that it is a place where you need to be compassionate and soft and gentle with yourself. Everybody's not going to like you. Everybody's not going to like who you're becoming, and that is okay. But if you are not showing up for yourself, who else is going to show up for you? Okay, one more. What do we have? Healing, growing pains, taking place. It's taking place. Any last messages that you have, Spirit? Any last messages that you have for the collective, Spirit? What other messages might they need to hear? Okay, we have healing. We have new beginnings. That sun I told you about, can't make it up. And we have karmic completions. This is that Ten of Swords that we saw earlier. This is that Ten of Swords. You have to be welcome into the new beginning. Healing is taking place, and this is nothing but the phase of growing pains. Welcome it. Look through life through a lens of optimism and not pessimism. Everything is always working for you, never against you. And that is the affirmation. The universe is always working for me, never against me. So until next time, everyone, sending you so much love and light. Yeah.